What's up, everyone? It's Stevie, and today we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit controversial. So I usually don't hit on controversial topics, but today I feel like it's kind of needed because, something I've been thinking about. It's been on my heart for a while now. And one of the things is the drama between YouTubers. And this has been going on for so long, in particular within, the Roblox community, because that's pretty much where I typically create content. I have, a couple channels that are outside of Roblox, but for the most part, I've seen it more in Roblox than anything, and a little bit in Minecraft, a little bit in Fortnite. And it happens, it's not just in Roblox, but across multiple, communities. Roblox is, obviously a platform. So you're going to have within this platform or metaverse, if you want to call it a metaverse, you're going to have multiple games. I'm not going to call them experiences. They're games. So I don't care what Roblox wants to call them. They're games. And the issue is usually within these tiny little silos. I'll call them silos. So for example, there's Adopt Me, there's Arsenal, there's the big games, right? So you got a lot of these big titles that YouTubers typically settle into a game or community. And within that community, you have a lot of content creators. And so what happens is as a content creator, you decide to make content on a particular game, whether you want to or not, you're kind of getting sucked into that community. And what happens is, again, you can't really avoid this, but what happens is when you're kind of settling in a particular game, you're going to experience a lot of, I would say drama within that community between YouTubers, and sometimes not even the YouTubers creating drama. It's sometimes the community that creates that. So I won't go into particular names or people or anything like that, because that's not really the point of this video. It's just something I've seen, and it's not, like I said, it's not even just on a specific YouTuber or creator. When you become a content creator in a particular game, typically what happens is there's, usually the top content creators, and they're pretty much the at the top of the totem pole, right? They're pretty much at the top of the pyramid, and under them there's some smaller creators, and then under them there's a bunch of aspiring creators. And a lot of those aspiring creators will sometimes compare themselves to bigger creators, and because they're very competitive, it's a very competitive environment, because especially within the aspiring creator environment, because what happens is aspiring creators are looking up to the bigger ones because they want to achieve whatever that larger subscriber count. We'll call them bigger based on subscribers, not bigger based on impact or influence or quality or anything like that. Okay, we don't even care about any of that. Well, my point is as an aspiring content creator, you're gonna try to compare yourself to someone that's bigger. For example, I will go a little outside. We'll say Dream. Okay, so obviously there's Dream, there's George, there's all these creators on the Minecraft side. There's even Mr. Beast, and you have these creators out here that aspire to be the next Dream or the next whomever, right? They want to be the next PewDiePie, they want to be the next Mr. Beast, they want to be the next George, Unspeakable, Preston, whatever it is. And what happens is either they create their own identity or they're constantly comparing themselves to that creator. And so there creates this little bit of I don't really want to call it jealousy, because it's a goal, right? There's a goal to be the next Ninja or the next Dr. Disrespect or the next Dr. Lupo. And so what happens is, these creators are obviously making content within the same community, whether we like it or not. What happens is, if you play, for example, we'll go back to Fortnite, because I don't really want to hit on the Roblox. It's a little too close to home. So let's go on, outside of Roblox and talk a little bit about Fortnite. So obviously you have Ninja. Your subscribers are obviously subscribed to more than just you. So what happens is you get this crossover between communities, right? And one player could actually start stuff up or drama because they're super loyal to, say, Ninja, or Laserbeam or Lachlan, or, it could be Ninja. It could be any of these. I don't really know a whole lot of them. They could be Myth, okay? So what happens is you get these creators that they're sharing this community, this very vast community, but there's so much crossover, whether you like it or not. It's a small community. It really is smaller because all the established and all the knowns and all the creators are going to share those subscribers, and who are very vocal, especially the passionate ones. And what happens if someone from Ninja's side goes to FaZe, Tfue, and starts stuff up with Tfue? Well, what happens is you get this drama, right? You get drama in the community. And so as a content creator, you really don't especially for me, I don't care about what's going on in other communities, typically speaking. But I'm also fully aware and willing to collaborate with other creators and such in a positive way. I don't really go into making content or videos in a competitive atmosphere. For example, Bed Wars here, I don't really care about competing with any other creator. The reality is I enjoy making videos. I love making videos. I don't really care about being the number #1 creator for Bed Wars. I don't really care about what's going on with Tinker. I don't really care. You know, if he creates a video that's similar to mine or vice versa, I don't watch him. I don't have time to watch him. I fully support him. I think he's a really cool dude. I don't care. Like, I don't think he does either, to be honest. And I honestly think Tinker doesn't care either. And that's how it should be. When you're, you know, really creating content, it's not about me versus, you know, YouTuber XYZ. It has nothing to do with that. In fact, I chose Bed Wars because, you know, Islands is a game that I've been making content for well over a year. I've been making content on the game since it came out. And on top of that, I tested Bed Wars before it came out, and I'm very, very good friends with the developers. And so of course I'm going to, you know, continue to make, you know, videos for Bed Wars. I fully support them. I'm always playing it. I love playing the game. It's a ton of fun, but Islands is really my core game. So, you know, when you look at it, if there's another YouTuber on Bed Wars, I'm not looking at the YouTuber thinking, I hope they fail, or I hope this video, you know, crashes and burns for them. Oh man, they're horrible. You know, I don't do anything like that. But the reality is, the simple reality is not everyone feels that way. Not every content creator feels that way. When they see another content creator inside the same game getting massive numbers, way better numbers than them, some of them will actually go full on toxic. But there's a lot of this back talk and negative, you know, kind of mentality. And some of it has to do with players in the community. They will stir the pot. They will actually start trashing on, you know, other creators or starting rumors. And I can't tell you the number of times I've had rumors from other creators talking, you know, bad about me within the same community. And it's wild. Like, it's insane, some of the stuff that gets said. And a lot of it is driven by players who are entirely loyal to their, you know, they're huge fans of the creator, and they want their creator to be #1. And if they see another creator doing better than them, then they of course want to, you know, trash on that content creator. And I don't think that's fair, because I actually, like, I've always been the type to always fully support other creators. So thankfully I do not have this drama in my life right now. So, you know, just so you're clear, this has nothing in particular to do with anything with me. Thankfully, I'm completely clear of that kind of drama. But, you know, within the community, you see it all the time. Not even just within, you know, Bed Wars or Arsenal, or, you know, I think thankfully Islands is one of the most chill communities you're going to meet or see. So there's really not much going on there. But, you know, there's every now and then you just get this one person that just dislikes another person, another creator. They're jealous of them. They're whatever happens, who knows, but it happens. And as a creator, you have to know, especially if you're an aspiring creator, you have to know what you're getting into. So whether you think you're a tiny YouTuber or not, you might only have 500 subs, but you could still have a big voice and impact in a community in a negative way that will actually stick with you, because it still gets to other creators. If you say something in a stream, if you say something in a Discord message, whatever it might be, even if you have 20 subscribers, but you're an aspiring YouTuber, it'll get around, and sadly, it will stick with your reputation, because someone will find that message and quote you later, whether it's in a tweet, like I said, a DM, whatever it is, it still gets around, especially on Roblox. And as content creators, if you're an aspiring content creator as a YouTuber, that's the last thing you should care about. That's the last thing you should be spending your time on. You shouldn't worry about someone copying your videos. You shouldn't worry about someone, you know, copying your thumbnails. It is a slap in the face. There's principles behind this. Yeah, it's a lot of negatives, but the reality is who cares if they actually copied your thumbnails? Who cares if they copied, you know, something, you know, a video idea you made? The reality is your community knows who created it first. Your community will actually go to bat for you, but you going out and calling someone out for copying something or doing something will actually create a lot of drama. And I've actually seen this firsthand. You know, I said at the beginning of the video, I would not mention any names, and I'm sorry, I'm going to break this rule right now. I'm going to mention in particular Dennis Daly and Gaming with Kev. So Dennis Daly and Gaming with Kev have had this feud, right? And I think even Flamingo brought it up at one point, but they've had this feud for so long over thumbnails. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I saw these two fighting, because I have always admired both, you know, creators, and this is before I was even a YouTuber, I used to watch their videos. And as soon as I saw them, it's like watching your parents or, you know, some friends fight. It's like, you know, you're fans of both of them and you're seeing them both fight. And the reality is there's so much story behind these two, and there's so much principle that, you know, bringing it out into the community in particular was just so like, I was more embarrassed for them than anything. They're just like, why are you guys fighting in the public? Like, why are you arguing in public? It's so embarrassing. I was super embarrassed. So, you know, you have to kind of, you know, take this high road as a content creator to know you have to be above that kind of stuff. You shouldn't really be dealing with petty, like, I stole your thumbnail kind of, you know, drama. If you're going to go through that kind of, if you have a complaint, take it to the DMs. If it doesn't doesn't go, from there, well, put in a dispute with YouTube. YouTube will actually review that kind of stuff for you and strike that video for you. So deal with the YouTube over it. But what you do when you're fighting online between other creators is you're empowering and equipping and arming your community of influencers to go and battle or try to, trash. You fire up the internet mob, and that's the last thing you want to do. In fact, in particular with the Roblox community guidelines, it's completely against their rules. They say do not call someone out to bully them, to harass them, to target them. It's actually against the rules. So if you're a star creator on top of that, or a Roblox player, you could be some hot ice. So as a creator, be careful about targeting other people. Don't make drama with other YouTubers and creators. Don't start up stuff, with them. Like, unless you're playfully doing it, if you're, kind of messing around, like if you're friends and you're trash talking, like, Jesse and I are actually really great friends and we trash talk all the time. There's always a versus DV versus G, Jesse TC type of, environment. But I will tell you firsthand, we're cracking up together on a Discord call. We're, the first, we have no competitive nature within our bones between each other, but it's so much fun to mess with each other that, that's why I want to play Build a Boat for Treasure, because I know he'll just thrash me. So it's just how it is. It's playful fun, but it's better to be positive in this environment as a creator than to be a negative force. The reason why I made this video again is just to kind of give you sets of expectations, whether you like it or not. There's going to be other content creators that are going to, bash you. They're going to claim that you copied their video ideas. More than likely 100% false, unless you did do that. If you did that, don't copy other people's ideas. Don't copy their thumbnails. Get permission first. Permission's always best. Or give credit. If you're so afraid and so shy, or you don't know how to contact the other content creator, just put credits to them. They'll love it. They'll absolutely love it. And if they don't, and if they, complain about it, then shame on them. They should actually be better than that. So if they do have a problem, just, it's not someone you want to really be around. But that is just something to consider when you are creating content. Don't copy other people. Give them credit where it's due. But if someone steals your stuff like that, don't make a fuss about it. Don't start complaining to your community that they're copying you. Who cares what the other person's doing? It's content creation. Make YouTube videos. Have fun. Enjoy. Make money. Build a community. Build a name for yourself. Have fun. Like, it's okay. Like, it's a dream job to be doing what you're doing. Now, if you're, especially if you got 500 subs, don't worry about the big guys, what the big person's doing. Think about the things that they do, but don't trash on them because you think you're going to be better, or you think you're already better than them, or you think they don't deserve their subs, or whatever it is. And I've actually experienced that firsthand. I have, where some smaller YouTubers thought, I was terrible because I never did videos with them. And the reality is that couldn't be further from the truth. I do videos all the time with smaller YouTubers. And when I say smaller YouTubers, I'm saying anyone even in the hundreds of subs to 50s of subs. If they have a great idea, I'm more than willing to do a video with them. But if it's a scenario where it's like, DV, can you just, shout me out and give me video ideas and come up with a video idea just so I can get more subs? That's not someone I would create content with. It's the people that actually have great ideas and really are in it to create content and cool content that is actually valuable for the community that people would enjoy to watch. And, for example, Izzy Sparkles. I saw Izzy Sparkles made a great video. I don't even know how many subs she had at the time. I invited her to do a video with me because I thought it was a great idea. She did a great video. I wanted to do one just like it. I wanted to feature her. I wanted to help her out. And so I did a collaboration with her, and now she's doing awesome. So, and she does 100% of her own, content creation. So it's that kind of stuff. Even with other creators inside the Islands community, I love doing videos with them, more than happy to. But if I do detect, a little bit of clout chasing, if people just want shout outs and stuff just to, for freebies, and you get that radar if someone's trying to use you, then sometimes I'll kind of back off and maybe I just won't, really go after it. Maybe I kind of, put a little distance in it because that's not what my community is about. That's not what I'm about. I will help you if you are in it for the content and the passion of the content, not just for numbers. Anyway, like I said, this is really just a little bit of a rant, a little bit of vent, a little bit of a heads up, a little bit of, hopefully some advice and some, words of warning so that as you adventure into your content creation, journey and trying to get those numbers, you're trying to get your subs up, you're trying to, grow a community, just these little red flags that you might run into. I've seen it so many times. I've actually had so many DMs from other content creators with these scenarios, with these situations, with this drama, that I just want to, put a little note out there, like maybe you should watch a while, maybe just kind of avoid these scenarios and just stay in your lane. I'll just tell you, stay in your lane. Gravy Catman's a great friend of mine, and that was one of his things when I was going through a little bit of drama. He's like, who cares? Keep moving. Focus on your stuff. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. I was like, oh, it's so simple. It's so simple. And that's my advice to you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Do your own thing. Stay positive. Follow your dreams. Do what makes you happy. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe as usual. And I'll see y'all in the next vid. Peace.